Hi, my name is Matt Scott, and I'm a freelance trombone player and teacher in the Atlanta area. Now, first with this etude, let's go ahead and play 4 B flats on top of the staff, focusing on a clear and crisp front to each note. They should sound something like this. Once you've done this several times and are comfortable with the initiation of sound you're getting from each note, go ahead and take a look through the etude, and you'll notice that there are 4 different types of style and articulation markings. There are staccatos, tenutos, accents, and accent with tenutos. Now, the way that I like to interpret a staccato is 50% note, 50% space, making sure that the space is just as important as the note that preceded it. And those sound something like this. Next, what you'll find is tenutos. And really what tenutos are is they're 100% note values similar to a legato. The biggest difference between a legato and a tenuto is the front of the note. Where a legato might be a little softer D-tongue like this, that you did in the lyrical etude, the tenuto is going to be a little bit firmer T-tongue like this. Both still full-length 100% value notes. Next, you'll find accents. Now, with accents, what they really are is they are a weighted front with a little bit tailed off body and about 75% note, 25% space. And they sound something like this. And finally, we have the accent with tenutos. Now, what these are is these are the note length of a tenuto, 100% value, and the weight of an accent. The front of the note should be a little bit weighted, and they'll sound something like this. So once you're comfortable with these 4 different types of style markings, look through the etude and find where each of these occurs. Now, next let's talk a little bit about style, a little bit about time. Go ahead and take a look at beat 4 of each bar throughout this etude. What you'll find is that on almost every single beat 4, there is a tenuto with an accent on it. And what that tells me is, like we said a second ago, that's a full-length note with a little bit of weight on the front. And it tells me also that it's very important that we note that each of those occurs on a beat 4, and to give that a little bit of extra emphasis. And to help our style throughout the entire etude, let's go ahead and isolate beats 1 and beats 4 of each measure and play those alone. So that should sound something like this. Go ahead and play that throughout the entire etude, focusing on really having a good amount of weight on beat 4. Then go ahead and add in the notes surrounding it, having everything lead to those beats 4s a little bit. One thing you'll also find is that as trombone players, we like to play things a little bit heavy, and things tend to get a little bit stagnant at times. So it's very important that each one of these notes is driving forward. Everything in this etude needs to drive forward a little bit. One thing that we can keep in mind is that the ends of each measures can drive onto the next measure. It should sound something like this. One thing that you'll notice is beat 6 of bars 1 and bars 2, I was blowing into the next measure as opposed to this. Now the difference is subtle, but it makes all the difference in the world. Whenever you have that little bit of extra push into each measure, it helps to create a more animated feel, as the animato style marking at the top of the Étude suggests. So good luck and happy practicing.